So the fifth mistake married women make is complaining rather than praying. Complaining rather than praying. Oh, too many married women. My phone sometimes is ringing off the hook. Pastor M, I send me chat. Pastor M, my husband. Mama, you don't know what I'm going through. Oh, my husband. I can't take it anymore. My husband. And I'm like, you do know you can pray, right? The energy you're using to tell me these things, you can just turn it to God. And too many of us don't understand the power of prayer. Listen, prayer is so important. Prayer is so important. I dare say you cannot do marriage without praying. You can't. The Bible says that the heart of a king is in God's hands, and he turns, like the rivers, he turns it whichsoever way he wanted. If God wants your husband to move right, he will just turn his heart. He wants him to move, just turn his heart. So don't you want somebody to help you with turning the heart, since you can't do it yourself? It's one of my biggest secrets in this life. One of my biggest secrets to anything and to having a great marriage. One of my biggest secrets. That I take everything to God in prayer. I don't bother my husband. I don't want. If you talk to him now, say, you see, my wife never talks. She never complains about anything. He needs to hear my prayer. He needs to hear my prayer with God. I say, God, you have to help us. Me and you. Help me and you. If you want me to be alive, help me. This man is not hearing me on this subject. Help me. And God he will just come and say, oh, I just feel in my heart that we should do this. In my mind, I'm like, in your heart. Don't know that me and God have said to God have turned your heart. God has turned your heart. So women, a lot of times, you underestimate the power of prayer. Married women, you understand, and because you are his wife, you have rights to ask God for something concerning him. Because you are his wife, it gives you a standing, because the two shall become one. So whatever you say over him in the place of prayer, God can activate power in your direction to make sure that it happens. So a lot of women end up complaining and not pray. Stop complaining. So you have complained about that thing. Have you prayed about it as much as you've complained? You've told everybody, my husband doesn't do this, my husband doesn't listen, my husband is like this, my husband. But have you told God? Have you told the one person that can actually do something about it? So married women, let's stop complaining and let's start praying.